Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over what I consider the best sciatic nerve releases. Think about quickly taking pressure off the sciatic nerve pathway as it travels from your back all the way towards your foot by stretching the muscles that surround it. That way we can just take tension off the sciatic nerve and hopefully get relief even within seconds. With these exercises, each one works just a little bit differently. To get the best results, give them all a try and use what gives you the most relief. Let's start with a really easy one that we can do seated. So I'm going to start with very good upright posture. Just have your back as straight as possible. Whatever side that you're having sciatica, let's say it's your right side, you're going to take that side, straighten your knee, and just press your foot downward towards the floor until you feel a light activation of the muscles around the hip. This would include the glutes, big instigator of sciatica. So what we want to do next is what I call the gas pedal. So here's your foot right here. We're just going to press into that gas pedal as much as we can, so taking our toes away from us, until we feel a really good stretch forming in our calf muscles that works up towards the thigh, finally into the hip. Once you feel it throughout the whole leg, you want to hold this comfortably. So if you feel any pain or discomfort, just back off slightly. But you want to hold that for about a second or two and then go in reverse. So take your foot towards you as much as you can. You're going to notice this time around the muscles throughout the leg get hit a little bit differently. Again, hold that comfortably for a second or two, and then just as a fluid movement, you're going to go away and towards, just over and over again for about 15 to 20 seconds. So with each repetition, try to build into it a little bit more. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it's really helping out and there's a little bit left, you can always throw in another set or two. But at this point, you should probably feel a lot of warmth coming into the leg, and we're ready to deepen this stretch. So let's progress into the next part of this exercise. It's pretty similar, but what we're going to do is mimic our foot movement and head at the same time. So as you press into the gas pedal, tuck your chin towards your chest. You're going to notice it just stretches it a little bit more. So just take your chin towards your chest, hold this comfortably for a second or two, and as you bring your foot towards you, look upward towards the ceiling, and try to do this one for 15 to 20 seconds, just mimicking that head movement with your foot movement. Again, if it feels like it's helping out, you're more than welcome to throw in another set or two. But if you really want to take this one to the next level and get a very deep stretch throughout that sciatic nerve pathway, you can do what is called the slump stretch. I would not start with this one. At least do the gas pedal first to warm those muscles up. So this one, what I'm going to do is press my heel downward into the floor until I feel a really good activation into the glutes around the hip. I'm now going to bring my toes towards me as much as I can to build up that initial stretch and the calf muscles working towards the hip. We're going to hold this and now slump forward. So we're going to take our chin towards our chest as much as we can, and now we're going to round our back forward, lowering our chest towards the floor. Build into this one slowly, because I already feel a deep stretch in my calves and especially over the back of my thigh. Go to the point where it is deep and comfortable, and then you want to hold this one for 20 to 30 seconds. And during that time period, do nice, slow, controlled breathing. Let out as much tension as you can. You're going to relax, and then you're going to repeat this 3 to 5 times. But go through all of these movements. You're probably going to find that one just helps out a little bit more. And at that point, I would keep building into it over and over again. And I hope that gives really quick sciatica relief. Since we're already seated, let's go over a really good release that's going to specifically target the buttocks, including the glutes and the piriformis muscles. If you've ever heard about piriformis syndrome, you know it can be a literal pain in the butt, even sciatica down the leg. So whatever side that you're having the most amount of pain, let's say it's our right side, we're going to take that side's ankle and place over our other side's knee. So when you look down, it should look like a figure 4. I know a lot of people have difficulty getting into this position, so to make it a little bit easier, straighten the other leg out like this, put your ankle over the other side's shin. That way you can grab your pant leg or in front of the shin and slide it into position. So the first thing that I like to do is just focus on getting some blood flow into this area and loosening up these tight muscles. So I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to cup around my bent knee. Now I'm going to slowly pull this bent knee across my body towards my other side shoulder. So I'm taking my right knee towards my left shoulder. As you do this, you should feel a really good stretch forming on the outside of your thigh that works towards your hip. Aim to feel it on the outside of your hip and across your butt cheek. Once you feel that, Hold this for 20 to 30 seconds. You're going to release it and repeat this 3 to 5 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. If it does feel like it's helping out and you want to throw a couple more repetitions in, you can throw in as many as you like. But at this point, everything should start to feel like it's loosening up. That blood flow is coming in. So let's take this one to the next level and turn this into an active stretch for more relief. So what I'm going to do this time around is take my bent knee and press it downward towards the floor, but I'm not going to use my hands. Instead, I'm just going to use my leg and hip strength. As you press into this, you're going to feel a deep activation into the glutes and that piriformis. Again, you should feel it around the butt cheek, across the outer part of your hip. Hold this comfortably for 5 seconds. You're going to release it, and then you're going to repeat this 10 to 15 times and just keep building into it with each repetition. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it's helping out, try to throw in another set or 2. But if you would like to deepen this stretch, this is what you can do. Let's take this bent knee, press it down as much as we can, hold this comfortably, and now keeping your back as straight as possible, you're going to pivot or lean forward, pretty much just taking your chest towards the floor. Do this one slowly because those glutes and that piriformis muscle is going to activate really quickly. This time around, I hold it for 5 seconds, release it, and just keep repeating this 10 to 15 times. But again, go through all of these movements. If you find that one is just helping out a little bit more, keep building into that movement, and I hope that gives instant relief. Here's a really good sciatic nerve release that we can do standing. This one is called the McKinsey wall lean, and all you're going to need is a wall. I think the hardest part about this exercise is just knowing which side to place closest to the wall. So remember, good or non-painful side will face the wall. I'm going to demonstrate what to do if you have left-sided sciatica. We're going to start with our feet together, spaced roughly about a foot, foot and a half away from the wall. From here, you're going to lean your shoulder into the wall. Make sure that your shoulder all the way towards your elbow is flush against the wall and it doesn't lift off during this exercise. Instead, all movement is going to come through our pelvis and through our hips. Let's take the hand on the other side, place it right on our hip. Now slowly press your hips towards that wall. And if it's the first time doing it, do it really slowly because you're going to feel a deep opening stretch in your lower back. What this does is it quickly takes pressure off a bulging or herniated disc, the main cause of sciatica. And if it really is helping out, I mean, you can feel relief in your leg within seconds. Just build into it as much as you can. Hold this comfortably for about 20 to 30 seconds. Longer if you'd like. You can hold it upwards towards a minute too. But just try to do nice, slow, controlled breathing during that time. Let out as much tension as you can. When you need to relax, just release it, take a breather, and then repeat this 3 to 5 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. If you would like to intensify this stretch, all you have to do is take your feet further away from the wall. Here's a really good one that we can do in bed or on a floor. Just lie flat on your back like this. So to start off with, we want our legs roughly hip width apart, knees bent, feet flat. Try to have your whole body relaxed for this exercise, so don't tense your core, back, or leg muscles. Whatever side that you're having sciatica, let's say it's your right side, you're going to take your hands, grab right behind that side's knee, and now slowly pull your knee towards your chest until you feel a light stretch only. Do not go for a deep one, because what we're going to do to deepen this stretch is slowly straighten our knee, raising our foot towards the ceiling. Build into this one as much as you can until you feel a deep, comfortable stretch, so as deep as it can get without causing any more pain or discomfort. We're going to hold this position and now really take it to the next level by doing that gas pedal that we did earlier in this video. So we're going to press our foot away from us, like pressing into a gas pedal, until we feel a deep activation into the calf muscles working towards the thigh, towards our butt cheek. Let's hold this for a second or two and then go in reverse, bringing our foot towards us. It's going to hit the muscles a little bit differently. Again, hold that for a second or two, and then as a fluid movement, you're going to go back and forth 5 to 10 times. You can relax after that, take a breather. On the next repetition, you should have a little bit more range of motion to build into this a little bit more. So just keep repeating this over and over again for 5 repetitions or until you're not getting any more improvement. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.